We are live. What's up? What's up? What's up, people? What's going on?
Let's start with a rainbow color here.
What's going on right behind me?
It's
A
Christmas
party?
already. It's Christmas. Well, it looks like a party though.
I see that. What's going on?
Red? No, that looks very.
Let me. We're just checking to see that we're live. Actually, everything's working, and you guys can hear us. Let me do something.
Okay.
Yeah, they could hear
That's
us. They could
Facebook.
hear us. Okay.
That's Facebook.
Uh,
Hey, how's it going?
what's going on, Mary? There's something about Mary. All right, I gotta check on YouTube on the tubes really quick.
What were you checking?
Huh?
Soccer.
I know I'm slacking off today. What is going on, people? Let me double check that we are live in YouTube. Why is not giving me YouTube?
What are you doing? Do you need me to go to
No,
YouTube?
I got it.
Do you have it? Do you? Do you? Do you have it? Are you sure?
I got it. Officially, we'll be in Florida 1 week from now. That's what Mary says.
I'm on.
That's pretty
I'm in
cool.
it.
You're on YouTube?
Yes.
I don't know. It didn't show me my feed. That's all right. All right. Keep it wrong. Keep it.
you are. You are. I'm on YouTube. See, we don't even need to check.
Okay. Okay.
Mary's always
No,
on
I don't
YouTube.
know. There's Facebook. There's YouTube. There's all kind of stream.
So here's how it goes. I check Facebook. Mary checks
Yeah. There you
YouTube.
go. We need to divide the roles because Carlos is slow today. I just came back from recording a video. That's why. So anyway, let's give it a few more minutes. Mary, how's it going? You doing? You're having a good night so far? Well, I'm in Facebook. In
You have you packed yet?
1 week.
She's done. She's finished making coquito sauce.
Oh yeah.
When you say it had to be safe, what is that? Like 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 a lot of
Safe.
coquito?
Like
heavy on the. Would you stop? Like, what is your issue?
we got a angry chihuahua. But anyways, happy, what is it? Wednesday. I don't even know what day of the week. Happy Wednesday, everybody. I hope everybody's doing well, having such an amazing week. Um, it's been a heck of a week on the news. Wait until you see everything. It is crazy.
Taste testing.
Mary states
I'm glad that you're making sure it's safe for us.
I appreciate that, Mary.
We appreciate it.
We appreciate that. But anyways, there's a lot going on in theme parks. A lot going on. Halloween Horror Nights have ended in Universal, so they little by little taking everything, all the props. I feel like when they had the hurricane, they actually move faster.
Yes.
Like boom, boom, boom.
Well,
boom.
they were in a time constraint.
Right, but
like an emergency time constraint.
Definitely, but little by little, things are moving along in Universal Studios. The tribute store, the facade is already gone. My contacts are telling me that starting possibly tomorrow or Friday, we could see the latest Saturday. We could see the build up of the tree, the Christmas tree. It's gonna be starting to be built up. The facade for tribute store will be actually put together hopefully by Monday or Tuesday.
That's a quick turnaround
Right.
on that tribute store. I'll be right back.
They're actually shooting to open the store Wednesday or Thursday. That's what they said. So again, I'm just getting this info from people that I know behind the scenes, who are actually letting me know what's going on. But a lot of things are happening. A lot of great things are happening in Universal Studios. So I'm excited for Universal. I'm excited for Disney. Holidays is upon us, and I actually super happy. Cannot wait to start experiencing the holidays. So with that said, I'm gonna move forward to talk about some of the news because there's a lot to talk about today. I mean, it's no joke. So let me share my screen. Come over here, right over here. So starting with this. So about a week, yeah, sometime, almost a week ago, this new Spirit jersey came out with Errol the Squirrel. I've been told that it keeps coming and going. So you can tell that they're kind of like slowing down and what they put out there. You know what I mean? So they're testing the water. Universal that's what they're doing. So for $75, okay, let's talk about this for a second. Spirit jersey, because everything, I feel like everything is targeted towards Disney. Every time that Disney increases prices, then there's a problem. The whole world is coming to the end. Nobody talks about Universal, but if you notice, look at this price tag continues to go up. Now, don't get me wrong. That's the reason why I'm running kind of like rush and late and all that. I just came from Disney Spring. Holiday merchandise arrived from Disney Spring, so we just Kalel and I shot a video. But it is incredible now. Spirit jerseys and sweaters and all that. You're looking at prices between the $80 to $90. Some of them up to $100. It's just crazy. It is crazy. And Diana said, "How soon are you going to make a holiday tribute store video? Do you know what food they're having?" No foodie guy has gone out yet. How soon I'm gonna make it? As soon as it opens. So they're normally, according to
Ooh, I like that.
according to the contacts that I have, they're telling me Wednesday, Thursday, the latest. Um, Normally they open it for like the team members and first, and then they open it for the APs and then for everybody. So hopefully by Wednesday or Thursday we'll be there. So the good news about Cool Case Adventure, unless that we have other events or other commitment, for the most part, when there's a big thing going on, you're gonna see us there. You're gonna see us there. You can count on that. Yesterday we were in Magic Kingdom covering the decorations and all that, and today we were at Disney Springs. So we're always on top of things, or if not, that's why you are, when you connect to our live stream, you get all this news because we either seen it has been confirmed, and we're not going by rumor. So definitely stay
Rumor
tuned.
has it.
So if you happen to be brand new, make sure you actually smash that like button. Consider subscribing for more content like this one. And anyways, thank you for the love and support. This is what we do. We talk about news, so that way you guys don't have to worry about it. We,
Got you covered.
we got you covered. We filter it, and then we investigate the things for you, and then we tell you about it. So that's how it works. Makes the discount for our annual pass that much more helpful for sure. Yes, it does. Hello, Cecilia. How are you?
Hello.
Always nice to see you. So awesome. So
Did you cover? I'm sorry. I know I'm late. Did you cover the
So-
Andy and Anna question?
yeah.
Okay.
So $75 is this. Prices continue
75.
prices continue to go up, but Universal, nobody say anything about the Universal increase. That's why you got me here.
75.
Because I'm gonna be saying it like it is. We gotta be fair. We bash Disney, we gotta bash Universal. As a matter of fact,
We're equal opportunity bashers.
no, actually, but it's incredible because I don't know. Did you see that email that we got today from Carnival Cruises?
Yes.
So Carnival Cruises sent us an email today that due to supply and demand and the increase of prices, now they're gonna be paying more for steak. So if you did like a reservation in one of the, I guess, upscale restaurant, they're gonna honor that price if you already did it. But if you didn't, starting on January 1st, they're gonna charge you more because they're paying more per the steak. So everybody's being affected.
Right.
Well, everybody, the consumer. That's what I mean. But anyway, so $75 for this thing. Thing continue to
It's
go
cute.
higher.
I gotta make our shirts.
Gotta give credit to WDW News, the source that we're gonna be using tonight, as long as blog Mickey for the Disney content. But Sue's Landing is ready. Sue's Landing is pretty much ready. Kind of similar. I haven't seen anything new per se. Same thing that they do every single year. Maybe a couple of new bows that call more colorful. You can see that they're being replacing it because of the sun. You know,
Right.
Universal is really good at replacing the ornaments and replacing the bowls because they don't look like washed out. You know, the color
Right.
after being exposed to the sun. So you could tell that's new. I mean, you could tell this is not new.
They look a little faded.
Yeah. So faded. Thank you. That's the word I was
You're
looking
welcome.
for.
That's
This
what I'm
is
here
not
for.
new. So you could tell. I mean, same thing. Nothing here to see or report other than it's decorated. So if you've never been on Whoville, does it
That
Whoville?
went really high there.
Then this is how it looks decorated for the holidays. So highly recommend you to come during the holidays because it's super fun.
It's really pretty.
So, but yeah, same thing. I cannot wait to talk to the Who's
Right.
because they're gonna be telling us about how they've been decorating all these because that they're the one who do it according to them.
Okay.
So, our apologies can continue to come and go is because she's actually finishing dinner for for um for the kids So, uh, Circus McCircus is already fully decorated. It makes sense that they do it because this is where they're gonna have character breakfast. So um, the four of us will be there on the 12th for actually first sitting on character breakfast. We're gonna be there, and so is Mary. Mary said, "Can't wait. Love the decorations each year. Yeah, it hits different." Natalie, wepa, nice to see you. So yeah, it hits different every time that you see a decoration. It's just a different vibe, this different environment for sure. So now, Character Breakfast is returning for the first time since 2019, and I haven't checked on the availability, but usually it gets sold out pretty quick. So FY on that. So if you're planning, if you're not sure, I mean, this is something that if I were you, I would just go ahead and pull the trigger now because as soon as we get into it, or content creator like us start going out and posting things, then it's gonna be gone. It's gonna be gone. So this is how circus is looking. This is more of Suzlana. You see what I mean? That things are uh you're gonna find little things replaced because they're not faded out. So there you go. So the Lorax even got a big purple bow. I haven't done an update on this because again, it's for me, it's the same thing. I don't like saying okay, here's the same kind of the same decorations that they've done for the last 5 to 10 years. I kind of like so that's why I haven't made it down there. Same thing. This is nothing new. As a matter of fact, this is the same trees that they used in the store last year. Can tell you that because we do the tree hunt. Um, Celia, she says, "What's up with the HHN announcement for the next year already?" They know, man. They're I guess they're playing very well with the supply and demand, and they want to get the hype. There's a lot of people that love Halloween Horror Night this year, rightfully so. It was a really really good year. Gotta see it this way. It was targeted more towards family due to the content on the haunted houses. They may have a contract already with a USA Network um, since the second season of Chucky is about to end in I think in 2 or 3 more weeks. The show has given them great ratings. I'm not gonna lie to you, I started it over the weekend with the kids and we freaking love it. It's a really good show. So I'm imagining that the haunted house is based on that show, not so much on on the movies, but it's gotta be about the show. It's gonna be about the show because that's what is hot at this point. And I'm just going basically based on their photo op that they have and all that. So, um, it will be my first holidays. I've always wanted to go 10 days and I wake up. Ah, nice. You're gonna love it.
Who's in Whoville for the first time?
Andiana.
Ooh.
So yes, you're gonna love it. It's really nice. It's very colorful. It's super cool to talk to the Who's,
Whoville. Yeah.
and it's awesome. Excuse me. It's even awesome to talk to the Grinch. It's the best experience. The Grinch is one of my favorite characters in Universal Studio overall. Between him and Beetlejuice, I could talk to them every single day because they're hilarious. So you're gonna have a great time.
You're gonna have a who time.
The show is amazing. So you're gonna enjoy it. There's nothing. I'm telling you, Universal, the theme parks overall. Whether you go to Universal, Disney, SeaWorld, or Busch Garden, the environment when they decorate with for Christmas, it hits you differently.
Yeah, it transforms.
It's amazing to see those parks, like Karen said, transform completely. So, anyways, if you happen to be brand new around here, don't forget. And if you're on YouTube, make sure you smash that like button so YouTube knows to recommend us to other people. Also, if you're fairly new, this is what we do. We talk about the news that are happening in the theme park, the new things are planned, things that have been confirmed. We're not going much about speculation or rumors.
Right.
We
go to facts.
We try to stay very factual per se. And so, anyways, continue to grow our family. So make sure you share our content with other your friends and family, so that way they could continue to learn from us, and we can continue to help as many families that we can. And want to take the opportunity to thank people like they continue to support us in other ways, either through Patreon or YouTube members like Cecilia. I know you are a member, so I appreciate you for the constant support. Because of you guys, we're able to do other great things, especially trying food. I mean, we that's how we when people help us through Patreon or support us through YouTube membership, that's what we actually use those funds for. It's just to pay it off so that way we can
taste testing
do, especially like
coffee taste testing,
well, like things like the character breakfast that is coming up. I mean, we wouldn't be able to do it without everybody's support. So we greatly appreciate your support. Mary says seeing it at nighttime too is just gorgeous. Yes, you are correct.
Right.
Everything
at night for the holidays, it's so beautiful.
Love hanging out.
Like, it's nice to go during the day, especially like like in Sue's Landing and stuff. You have to go during the day to be able to speak to the Who's, but at night,
it is like no other.
Yeah,
it is like no other. Celia says, "Yes, sir. Love your content. Thank you so much. We love you. Thank you so much for all the help and support." But anyway, this is it. I mean, not a lot news. New, and not they didn't change the decoration. That's pretty much it. But moving right along, Joshi, an oversized Joshi plush arrived to Universal Studio Hollywood. We're gonna keep hearing about Super Nintendo World more and more every single week. Remember, it is scheduled to open early 2023, and I tell you what, finally Nintendo is releasing more and more information, and so is Universal. So for $40,
I gotta say $40.
Somebody like Karen could have this oversized.
I'm gonna get him.
Joshi
we're gonna go back to the wants and needs that we were fighting last week. That's a need.
No, we don't need that.
Wait, that's a need.
We don't need that.
We need him.
So
I need him.
That they continue to bring. I think at this point, Universal Studios overall, including City Walk, they have a total of 4 stores. They do have Super Nintendo store, so it's insane.
And look at that Joshi cup.
Karen said she needs.
I need
with capital. I was explaining Mary earlier that my definition to you, there's a need and there's a want and there's a need.
Yes.
On capital.
There's a need. And look at that Yoshi cup. That should be my cup for here.
Yeah.
If you guys haven't realized it, I love Mario, but I love Yoshi.
Yoshi.
Don't ruin it.
But anyway, Limited space available. If you want to be like
That's
Kyla during the Halloween Horror Night tribute store, or you want to do like I did last Christmas, now is the time that you could pay for your spot at the tribute store. It is only $130.
Maybe we'll wait. So maybe the same thing will happen. Like like the
So
Halloween one.
So it will be your turn or Kaleo's turn because we each take a turn. Miss Sheila,
Miss
how are
Sheila.
you? I started to wonder about you. I almost told Karen to text you.
I know,
Hope
right?
everything is well. I know that
Yes.
you're getting checked up and all that. So hopefully things continue to go the good way, the good way. Good vibes. Cecilia
Say
says,
Cecilia.
hey, Karen and Carlos need a little book up.
He needed the little
I
book up.
still around.
He needed this.
Still around.
He needed this
Oh,
guy.
talking about Naked Minion, I saw a post that he's back. He's back, people. Finally, Naked Minion, or the Homer Minion, like that's what I like to call him. AK
He's
Carlos.
not naked. He's got underwear.
AK Carlos.
Did they really call him the Naked Minion?
Yeah, some people do.
Why? He's got underwear.
I just call him Carlos. This is how Carlos will look.
That-
That's a minion. But anyways,
that's a
they
minion.
finally available again. They finally came again as of today. So, yeah. But you know what, Celia? Now that you mentioned Little Boo, I also saw today in somebody's post that everything Halloween Horror Nights is 70% off right now, for the exception of Little Boo. It's like,
So Frankie's 75% off
even
right now?
no, not even Frankie's gone.
I
Already
mean,
sold out.
it took him how long to sell?
Well, they tell you what, they brought a buttload of those popcorn buckets.
Too many, I think.
So anyway, so the tribute store now has availability for the pictures, so that you could choose between 4 different frames. So you have that one with Santa Claus.
I like
you
that
have
one.
Arrow. I would do Arrow.
Arrow, yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. Oh, that one's cute.
Another
Is
one
he
with
throwing up?
Arrow. And another one with Arrow. So you get to pick between those 4, and then you pay 130 and then 129. So it will be displayed in the new tribute store. That means that we're gonna do it. We gotta do it this weekend. So the tribute store is opening during the week, and we want to make sure that it gets displayed like when it opens.
Sure.
But believe it or not, when we went the last time to Halloween Horror Nights and we did our last walkthrough, when we said goodbye to Kyla, Kyla's picture, there was a whole bunch of more pictures because we haven't been there in weeks.
Yeah, but they dropped the price,
They
like
dropped the
50%.
price, yeah. No, it wasn't 50%.
It was pretty.
So Michelle said, I'm good. Got 3 new prescription and some more doctor appointment. How fun. I'm being sarcastic.
On the 3 more appointments.
And everything.
Or the medicine, actually.
Everything. Nobody likes taking meds and
if it helps you feel better,
doctors and doctors and going to doctors is like attending to one of my meetings at work. I gotta go to a meeting, and then from that meeting I get 2 more meetings and more meetings. That's how the doctor appointments feel. Anyway, so Universal is actually celebrating because their revenue increased over 40% in their third quarter. Over 40%. That's a lot of money right there. So they, you know what? Good for Universal. They've been grinding. They've been, I'm gonna say how it is, kicking Disney's butt left and right in many aspects, and they're seeing the benefits of it. They're getting, for the fact that they, IOA and Universal beat Disney 3 out of the 4 Disney parks. That's amazing. Amazing. Good for Disney. I mean, good for Universal. So 40%, over 40% of increase on the third quarter. Michela say yes. I hate going to the doctor. We all do, Michela.
We all do, Michela. I don't know when's the last time I went.
I avoid it.
I should go get checked up.
Now this was kind of cool. So this came out last week, where how they were teasing in one of the stores about Ariel's tree farm. This is Universal way of teasing for the holidays. So I find it kind of like very unique, never done. This is the first time the Universal does something like that. So these trees are being dropped off all over
Mm.
the property.
For the
So
tree trail.
yeah, for the tree trail. So definitely,
That's cute though.
it's a
That's a
very awesome way to do it. So look, they drop it right behind um
the
the
scarecrow
the
or the
scarecrow. So, and by the way, if you actually follow us in social media, you probably saw when or if you're in our group, the group that we created along with Mary and Danielle, um, we shared the commercial the Universal did
yeah, that's a cute commercial.
to close out Halloween Horror Nights and make the announcement. Kind of like Errol is coming. And he was
Earl
selling
say
it,
we're
and
done with Halloween Horror
it
Night.
was
Get
the
out.
funniest commercial I ever seen. I think I watched that thing like 4 or 5 times. I
Yeah, it
even
was
showed
funny.
Kai like I loved it. So look at this. It's kind of cool to see this mistletoe pines. So definitely mistletoe pines is supposed to return
Return,
to
yeah.
City Walk. So I'm eager to see that. Last year was the first time that they actually did something with mistletoe pines. So it was super super cool to see. Um, so there you have it. Now we know it's the trees. Trees are coming to store, or unless they come up with something different, right? So, um, and I said, I wonder what changes are coming to Kitson and one more Secret Life of Pets theming. You and everybody else,
Oh, you think they're gonna make Secret Life of Pets
it's
back
gonna
there?
be DreamWorks. I mean, you can see the
They
writing on
need
the wall.
they need something back there though, like
We'll get
some
there
kind
in
of
a
kid ride.
second. So, Jurassic World Amber Bubble won. So now we're actually, competing directly against Universal with the bubble one
Against Disney.
against Disney.
Woo!
I'm sorry, woof. I got
You're
mixed
rough.
up today. So for $26, you could actually get
A bubble.
your bubble
A bubble one.
one. So be ready because in Disney you gotta walk through a bunch of bubbles all the time. So that's gonna happen in Universal soon.
Yeah, we got hit with it last night.
Jeez. Sometimes it's cute, sometimes I'm not.
It's cute. I like it.
So, Miss Sheila,
Aww.
Mary, new Harry Potter teddy bear arrives at Universal Studios Hollywood. This hasn't arrived here yet, surprisingly. So for $40, you could get this teddy bear. It's cute.
It's cute. So is that
$40.
gonna fight against
I don't know.
what's it?
Build the bear.
No.
Oh, I know what I mean. Mickey's
Mickey's
teddy
bear. Yeah,
bear.
what's his name?
I forgot his name.
What's his name? What's Mickey's bear?
Celia mentioned this about Chucky. So what Cecilia was actually referring is the last day on October 31st, Universal dropped the bombshell. This is the first time that they actually do it.
Duffy.
Oh, with Duffy the Bear.
Duffy.
Maybe they're trying to compete against Duffy the Bear. I doubt it.
I like Mary says I don't need it. I mean, she was like, I want it.
So,
I beat you, Mary.
Basically, they're saying that the house will be based. There you go. The house will be based on the current series from USA Sci-Fi. A lot of people are super. Well, now we're hearing mixed reviews. Some people are thrilled about Chucky. Some other people are hating on Chucky right now. Because Chucky has been done before. I want to say Chucky was done on 2017, 2016, 2017. I can't remember. We have a Chucky house. I can't remember, but pretty much there's people hating it right now. But what people are not understanding, it is based on the current series. So we're gonna see a different format. So this is how it was announced, and it was super cute. I don't want to be well. That's fine.
I'm Chucky. Want to play?
Yeah, that's right. I'm back. And I'll see you suckers at Universal Studios Halloween Horror Nights next year.
His all new haunted house, inspired by the hit USC sci-fi series Chucky.
Interesting enough, Kyla already has said this year that she wanted to dress up as Chucky next year before that announcement even came out.
Which she did last year. She dressed up like Chucky last
Yeah,
year.
but this year next year she wanted to dress as the college or whatever you guys are watching right now.
Yeah. But it's exciting where you're gonna have a lot of conflict with people saying, "I like it, I don't like it," da da da. So, Michila said, "I laughed my butt off, but the boys didn't understand the
I
reference."
think that's for Earl.
Oh, for L, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mary doesn't need
Mary
it.
doesn't need that one. Michila wants the teddy bear.
The teddy bear.
Mickey's bird Duffy.
Duffy.
See?
Duffy.
I thought that Mary doesn't know anything about this.
Mary has no clue about Disney. Like I don't even know.
We only waited forever for announcement this year. You are so damn right.
That's exactly what I said. This year we waited forever, and this year Halloween they announced it, right? Was it on Halloween?
Halloween.
Like
that is
so.
The true facts right there.
Although that could be the one and only thing we're gonna hear until almost Halloween Horror Night for next year.
So my guess is this contract. They have a contract with Sci-Fi. They have a contract with Peacock. They have a contract with you. You know what I mean. So when in the contract is probably stipulated. Look at what's happening with Super Nintendo. You didn't hear jack about Super Nintendo for a while. And now all of a sudden you're releasing Super Nintendo World hints here and there because Japan, Nintendo is allowing it.
Right.
So it's probably the same thing. They probably told them like listen, we allow you to do Chucky as long as we become one of your main houses. And also, you need to announce us as soon as possible or something like that. So it's all contract. Do you remember when Universal sold those guns?
That shot air.
Oh yes.
That went.
Yes.
It was like those buckets.
That's right.
Yeah.
Dang, I forgot about those. You're right. I felt the same way. Thank you. Celia said she looked great as Wednesday. That's Kyla's normal face, by the way.
Yeah, she didn't have to work a lot.
Yeah, the whole.
Like literally yesterday, she was giving us that look, and I was like, "Halloween's over."
Exactly. Get out of character. Yep. Jeremy said, "Can't wait for Chucky." Yeah, me neither. I'm excited. I do like this series a lot.
They're gonna come out with a lot of merchandise, that's for sure.
Yeah. Talking about Super Nintendo World, this is they reveal something for platinum annual pass holders in regards to the access to Super Nintendo World. And basically what they said, and the reason why they're doing it now, again, people talk about Disney, but when Universal does the same thing, there's not a lot of gripe and all that.
No.
The only reason why they're doing this is because a lot of the annual passes are about to expire for platinum. So they have to add this. So it includes park admission one time per day after 3 p.m. Express access to each ride, excluding Mario Kart Bowser Challenge opening early 2023. Attraction and seated show and on time and one time per day after 3 p.m. Reservation free entry into Super Nintendo World.
Oh, so you're gonna have to make reservations to go into Nintendo World.
Ba, 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 ba. So again, I'm trying to be fair here, people. Y'all know that I don't hold back with Disney, but Universal, they gotta control the crowds. I don't blame them.
They're sneaky.
I don't blame them.
Well, it seems like it's gonna be a smaller. So if everybody, and it's gonna be the new thing.
So they will not have at 3 p.m. Express Pass access, but they will be able to visit Super Nintendo World without a reservation anytime after 3 p.m. when reservations are required.
Are those regular or that's still platinum? That's still platinum.
That's the highest tier. Yeah. That's like, I think, what is a premiere for us over here. So If you are planning to go Universal Hollywood, you live in somewhere in LA and you have this pass, this is gonna affect you. If you don't have this pass, it's still gonna affect you. So now we know that they're gonna require reservations to go into the Mario Kart land. So it's interesting. One day they will do something with reservation when Epic comes. You could
Probably.
bet your bottom dollar they will.
They're gonna have to, because now nobody's gonna want to go to the other two. Well, I mean, people are still gonna go, right? But everybody's gonna want to go to Epic.
I bet you right now that they will. When we open Island of Adventures was sold out, like closed by 9 in the morning.
Right.
This is, we're going back on when I started in the company in 1999. IOA opened, I want to say it was April or May of 1999. And I was working already in July of 1999. And even when I started working, being there was the first summer, every single Saturday, mostly Friday, Saturdays, and Sunday, the park will be already shut down. No more people could get into IOA at 9 in the morning. So you could bet your bottom dollar that the same thing is gonna happen to Epic Universe, and they may be looking into these reservations as well. As a matter of fact, look at Volcano Bay. Volcano Bay, depending the season, especially spring break and summer, Volcano Bay on Saturdays is usually closed by 9:30 or 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
So you could bet your bottom dollar.
They're gonna have to. They're gonna have to control the crowds.
So all the people that were complaining about Disney reservation, they're gonna face it. This is coming. This is it's gonna happen. Excuse me, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Mary say they have to control it somehow to avoid riots, keep the guests and employees all safe, etc. Safe is the key word. Safety. I know that some people don't like.
There's no safety in parks. Like, come on now. There shouldn't be.
I know there's some people that don't care about safety until safety affects them. But safety is the number one priority of any theme park. So you can bet your bottom dollar that Epic is gonna affect us big time. And like Karen said, it's smart business. They cannot abandon Universal and IOA. And we're gonna get to the subject. If Andiana's still here, we're gonna go to that subject about the kids zone soon. There is a reason why they're doing something with the kids zone now. This is not the people are like acting like this is a surprise. No, this was coming. Remember, Super Nintendo World was supposed to go into the kids zone area. That was the rumor before they decided to do Epic Universe. So the whole kids zone area, excluding ET, was supposed to be already demolished because Super Nintendo World was gonna go there. So I know as a fact that Universal is gonna keep doing something in both parks. I mean, they have Velocicoaster and Hagrid's. And I mean, they keep up. They're the one that bring people into IOA. So they have to somehow, some way, figure a way to keep things interesting for people to visit Universal Studios. Just like you're gonna see packages that will include hotel and the 3 parks. I could already see the stamp.
Well, they already have resort packages.
I mean, for the 4 parks.
For the 4 parks, so they count Volcano Bay.
That's our park. Yep. So this is what Andiana was referring to. So breaking. Most of Woody Woodpecker Kids Zone closing permanently on January 15. Universal has announced that more than half of Woody Woodpecker Kids Zone area Universal Studio will be closed in January.
And I mean, that was kind of a dead zone anyway.
Here is the affected zones.
Although,
and Shrek and Donkey meet and greet will have their last day on January 15. And it was in this live stream that I said that moving Shrek and Donkey from their location was the stupidest decision the Universal could make, because I can guarantee you, Karen and I walked the park many times, and I have not seen that area as busy as when it was in the front.
And to be honest, I haven't seen them out there.
They screwed up big time moving Shrek and Donkey. So now Universal had to spend double the money.
Yeah, because they built that whole thing for them, and to what
I
to
raised
Shrek.
my case.
To,
So this is Universal saying
that was
hey,
a waste of money.
yeah, somebody got fired, but they're not announcing it for making that stupid move. You called it when they put Shrek back there. Yeah. I mean, I put myself as a fan. I love Shrek and Donkey. I love interacting. And unless I go to ET, which
You don't go to
the
that zone.
that's the only thing that I go back there for.
That's not even the whole SpongeBob meet and greet.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a
Yeah.
SpongeBob fan. I'm not, but I mean,
Which I'm honestly surprised that SpongeBob's still there.
but think about it. No, there's a lot of people who are SpongeBob fans. So a lot of people make it to SpongeBob and then make it to ET.
And then they go back.
Then no. They use those bathrooms because they use those bathrooms
And then
they go
well,
back.
they eat the pizza.
Say how it is.
They get the pizza.
People don't even know that there's a bathroom before you even hit Curious George. They have the little toilets and all that.
Yeah, that's like
For the most part, it's one of the cleanest bathrooms that you're gonna find in the park, and it's one of the emptiest bathrooms.
and they actually have kid size bathrooms. Like they're really tiny and they're on the floor pretty much. So that's the only one I think on that property that has kids bathrooms. You know, which depending on what goes in there, if it's still a kid zone kind of thing, which I think it should remain a kid zone.
It will remain kid zone.
Then the bathrooms but that is the only, like, especially I guess if you're really potty training and stuff while you're on vacation, that would be like the perfect spot to take the kids.
So let's review this really, really quick, and then we'll get back to your comments. So this thing opened on 1992. Okay?
I mean, I'm sad to see Five will go, but I mean, he's.
I want to say the park opened on 1991, and this section opened on 1992, right? Then you have Woody Woodpecker opening on 1999, and then Curious George opened on what is it? Classic, 1998. Now this area is kind of cool, but you have the splash zone.
It's kind of cool, but it's outdated.
Yeah, definitely. And just see, Jerry stole what I was gonna say. Kids Zone needs an update, and it's so outdated and based on a movie that's not relevant for anymore. You're correct. I mean, that's 1,000% correct. DreamWorks only opened in 2021. And it's just an overlay of Barney, the scariest thing that Universal had in there. So this is how Universal celebrated Halloween Horror Night all year long, by keeping Barney over there. Now it's a greeting space for DreamWorks, and then you have Shrek that you barely see them in there anymore. And people barely go over there because people don't make it there. I am telling you what people do. I mean, remember, when we go there, we're recording, and Karen can tell you I'm very observant. So you go actually see people going to ET, then they go to the bathroom, and they go to SpongeBob, or vice versa. SpongeBob, bathroom,
ET.
That's it. That's all that they do. And if the pizza place is open, then they may go over there. Which, by the way, that's one of the best spots to grab refills. We do it all the time. So I am telling you, this part, this section needs to be completely updated, and it will be a family zone.
It has to be.
They're not going to remove these away from the children. There is no way. They may make it more updated to make it more appealing, like Jeremy said, to make it relevant to what has been going on. However, it will continue to be a kids zone.
It has to stay a kids zone, because if not, then the park doesn't really have any, except Seuss Landing. So they still need more stuff for kids and families.
And Diana said we went back to Kids Zone last time we were there in May, just because I had a feeling they were going to change it up. Yes.
Yeah. Well, it felt abandoned kind of to a point.
Oh yes, I do miss Beetlejuice. The show that they have in there.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Well, it was in
On
the
the
other
other side.
side where stupid Fast and the Furious is. Scary thing was me
That is so
and
true.
you working there. Yeah, that's a fact right there. I know there's exactly what I do at ET bathroom animal actor show, and then
And
towards
towards that
MIB.
maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that a lot of people do it. I'm telling you, this is gonna remain a family section. There's no way they're gonna change this. I will be surprised if they do it. Uh,
I think it has to stay, but I think they, like you say, it could be DreamWorks. So it could be like the Penguins, or they should do like an escape, like a Penguins doing like a mission or something,
Yeah.
you know,
Um,
or the Trolls.
yeah, they have to beef it up.
Or actually,
I mean,
which is a little outdated, but the dragon stuff.
They cannot do the dragons because that's going to Epic Universe.
Oh, okay, right.
So they're not going to pay attention to the dragons. So, but this brings me to the next subject. That's a good question. What do you think Fear Factor will be? It has to be something Harry Potter related. It has to be. They have to probably move. They got two choices. They either expand
They have to.
Diagon Alley, or they make a show for Harry Potter. Those are
They're gonna have to make a connection towards the back to still stay within Diagon Alley somehow.
You know what? Bring Joe's back. Yep. Secret Life of Pets, Minion Funland, and all the cool characters they need to come back will make a cool kid song. Well, Minions is gonna stay in the front, you know that.
Yeah, Minions is not gonna go back there.
You're gonna keep Minion, which it doesn't make sense either. Well, whatever. But in regards to the Fear Factor, definitely it's gonna be. It has to be something related with Harry Potter.
Has to be an extension.
And I'm sure they haven't done it yet because they're still with the contract and.
Well, it's gonna be hard for them because it is literally outside of Diagon Alley. So if they were gonna try to connect that anyway, they would have to bring down that butterbeer shop that's right there to make the connection, to push the connection back. And that's gonna take a lot of time.
Talking about butterbeer, I did see there's new ornaments that came out today for Harry Potter, and there's actually one with the butterbeer and it lights up. Yeah, you turn on and it lights
like
up.
that little butterbeer.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cute.
An ornament. Pretty cool,
That's
right?
cute. I'm ready for my hot butterbeer, that's for sure.
They could easily tie in the Night Bus show right with Fear Factor. Yep. Move the Night Bus over there. Who knows? They could. I'm assuming they're
trying to
dealing
figure out
with
the
all those
logistics.
contract and logistic. I mean, the permits will tell us soon. Trust me.
Well, actually, those buildings, those still Diagon Alley, isn't it? Or unless they make another portion, like not call it Diagon Alley, but call it something else within Harry Potter.
You cannot touch Diagon, no, because that's built like Diagon Alley.
No, but it could be another section before you go to Diagon Alley.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that whole section technically could be something, but there, and that's the other thing. MIB either they have to shut it down and kind of go through a major refurbishment because some of the guns don't work well, some of the vehicles, some of them spin out of control sometimes. So I don't know.
You're gonna get hurt, dude. Mary's gonna hurt you.
No, but it's true. Mary can tell you that not all the guns work, and they need a major refurbishment, that the actual vehicle per se. So they may have to do something. Expanding Diagon Alley will be a great plan. It's tied there, yeah. It is, but they have to, like Karen said, the connection.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That building, the facade in the front, it's still Harry Potter style, right? Because that keeper or whatever, when you knock on that door, that Harry Potter. So I think if they don't do anything Diagon Alley, they should do something else Harry Potter, and then that connects to Diagon Alley.
Yeah. That could be an option. The French ministry, so because that's what's going to Epic. So British ministry can replace the Fear Factor. I'm assuming now that the Epic is gonna open, I'm assuming they're in if that's the route that they want to take, they are in conversation on how to build it up and connect them, connect all the stories across all their parks, and that's a brand new contract too. I'm assuming that also Universal, if they're gonna, since that is so successful, and they're going back to the redoing contract, they may be working on some other things that they want
Right.
in exchange, and that's what is taking them so long. Harry Potter. I never thought Harry Potter would be such a powerful,
Oh, it is.
so powerful of a franchise.
It's huge.
But hey, it is what it is. So I'm assuming that after so many years, Universal is saying, "Wait a minute, I could do more, but because of the contract saying this,
You need to get.
I can't." So
You need to give me more rights to be
right.
able to do more stuff.
So using the success I keep making you millions of dollars. I want this, but not only I want this, but can we redo the contract so we can do? You allow me to do this, and do that. So who knows? They should convert Fast and the Furious to the night bus through London. Fast and the Furious needs to go.
That's why I was thinking of expansion towards Fear Factor, but they could easily make the expansion the other way.
I think it's gonna be a show though, either an expansion to Diagon Alley or an actual show, simply because they're not gonna do something to steal away from Epic Universe. They're gonna make it to keep attracting people to Universal, but not steal away from Epic.
Well, and I don't know that they're gonna tear down that whole stage show place.
I feel the whole Hollywood area is gonna be something epic. All the stores are closing the Shrek stage side of the street, and even Betty Boop is closing. Yeah, that whole thing, yeah, in Hollywood is kind of weird.
Well, isn't that? I think all that's gonna be Minions, no?
No, not on Hollywood. We're talking about Hollywood, where Five and Dime is, where they have the not the team member lounge, our lounge, the I know pass
on the other side.
Yeah. But that because they keep shutting down those stores.
Yeah.
So something is coming for Hollywood. So again, they're looking for ways to continue the flow in IOA and in Universal, so Epic doesn't steal at all. It has to keep people motivated to go back to those parks. The manufacturer is no longer in business, so they can actually refurbish. Is was the story on the street? Oh, for MIB.
For MIB.
It will eventually go, and I might throw the Soros at chess. I help you at chess. But you're right. They may that may be a possibility that they may say, you know what, we don't. So they have two choices. Manufacturer is no longer in business, so they either have to find a new manufacturer that is gonna screw up the whole thing.
Or they're gonna have to redo it
Because that's what happened with what the heck, the right Doctor Doom. Everybody used to fit in Doctor Doom no problem. And the manufacturer went out of business. They changed the seating, and now a lot of people cannot fit. So that's the problem. And the manufacturer goes out of business, then what are they going to do to those seats? What are they going to do with those vehicles? How is that going to affect the ride? So the whole thing gets affected. So
yeah, MIB has a lot of pull too. So I don't know.
Map wise, the area could be huge and tie into the old Monster Cafe across the street. It could, but again, if Monster is going to Epic, Monster is something that they are gonna leave alone. They're not gonna.
But I think he's just saying that I think it's gonna tie into the old Monster Cafe, like make it into like whatever's coming. It's gonna be part of the Monster. What used to be the Monster Cafe.
Right.
But I think all that's gonna be Minions. I think Monsters
Cafe
Cafe is Minions. I think it's gonna be the Minions restaurant.
Yeah, it's gonna be Minion Land. It's gonna be in a Minions Cafe, like it is in Hollywood. Yeah. I think Universal needs to get right for
Ferngully. Yes.
And build their version of an Avatar land. Yeah.
I just don't know that Ferngully has the pool, but I love Ferngully. So see that.
They need
They need something else in there.
They need something. Cecilia said, "Gotta call it a night, guys. My hometown team is playing the World Series." There you go.
Go Phillies.
Go Phillies. I hope
Have
they
a good
win.
night, Cecilia.
Thank you for joining us. Hello, Angela. How are you? Universal did us dirty with Fast and the Furious. They did.
They could have. That ride has so much potential, and it was like
they screwed.
They really should have made a roller coaster, Fast and the Furious roller coaster, where you're right, like the one in Disney, where you're like in a car, like you're physically in a car. Rock and roller coaster.
Yeah.
They should have done something like that.
So, in case you didn't know, this is the first capital need from Universal that Karen gets as of this morning. I said it to her.
Seriously.
I don't want, I don't need. We need on capital letter. Arrow the Squirrel.
I am working
plush.
And I'm getting these. I need
the capital letter squirrel. And Kyla saw it, and Kyla said, "We need it."
Of course she did.
$17. Arrow the Squirrel.
I mean, he's cute.
It is so stinky.
He's cute.
Cute.
How much is he?
17
That's
bucks.
Not bad. I'll allow that one.
We could put it even in the middle of the
tree, like
the tree.
Oh, but now we have 2 Earls because we bought the little Earl last year.
We do?
Yeah, the little one. That
that
goes in the tree.
Yeah. Okay, so we need him here.
We need him for the couch.
$17.
That's not bad.
To get this Arrow Squirrel plush. Plus the discount. Hey, listen, $17 if we get a discount. That's 20% of 17, and this is without taxes. So $13.60. I take it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mary. Thank you.
No, I'm not saying that we have too many. I'm just saying that we can't. We can't put 2. We don't even know where the tree. We have so much stuff right now in the house. We don't even know where the tree is gonna go.
Yeah.
I think we've seen our little tree. I think is the one that.
That's true. We have so much. Actually, we have done so many things around the house that I'm like, Karen, where are we going?
He keeps taking my tree spot.
And what are we doing with the Christmas tree this year? We don't know.
We're not putting one.
I don't know.
I'm turning the Halloween spider one into Christmas.
The neat plushie there. There you go. Jerry, can I make a reservation for a date night with Carlos for next year? I miss you, bro. He just said it was so damn.
I kept asking. I kept asking. I was like, "When's your night with Jeremy?" I'm like, and as Halloween got closer, I'm like, "You still haven't gone on Halloween Horror Night with Jeremy? Like, what's going on here?"
In case you guys don't know, Jeremy and I used to work in Universal years ago, and Jeremy and I used to work, get off from work, and go to Halloween Horror Nights, or we will purposely pick extra hours in Universal Studios to work on Halloween Horror Nights the nights that we knew that we had to work, right? So both of us left the company, and since then, I think this is the first year, Jeremy.
This is the first year you guys
that you and I don't go on our boy date night to HHN.
I missed it. I was pushing for it, Jeremy. Every week, and I'd be like, "When are you going with Jeremy?" I was pushing for it.
So I was
looking out for you.
I have been out of Universal now for about 17, 18 years. This is the first time. Wow.
The first time.
The first time.
Every year you go at least once, and then you guys try to do it 1 or 2 more times.
I know. Jeremy and I get every year together, and we have our boys' date night. Then we just spend the whole night just doing whatever we want to do, and whichever amount of houses. Sometimes we go on the weekend, sometimes we go in the middle of the week after work. So
I kept asking.
Wow. Yeah, this is the first time in 17 or 18 years. This is crazy. It was crazy. This year has been insane.
And Halloween Horror Night was busy this year. I don't think there was nights that you could.
Yeah, during the week, middle of the week, you could have gone, but it's just, you know what it is, Jeremy, that I make it here, and then I do, I got stuff with the kids, and I'm so damn tired that I don't want to even get out of the house. So that's what happened to me, and then then I will plan to go out in the middle of the week, and then something else will come up.
Yeah, so next year you have to plan for 2. You got to make up this year and then do next year.
Yeah, I want my Jeremy time, damn it. Jeremy and I, we got story. It was a busy, yeah. Jeremy was busy too. He was doing stuff, because usually Jeremy, he's a college football fan, so he travels, sometimes and goes to Miami, whatever they're playing.
So you're gonna have
And
to try to do it at the beginning of the season
so this
to
is
get to
our
make sure it
first
gets.
year. Woo! All right, so Errol the Squirrel,
He's so
somehow,
cute.
some way, this weekend he's coming home with us. And there is some holiday.
They had that
ornament.
last year.
They had this last year. So some of the merch is repetitive. So what is cute?
Jeremy.
I think this is new. I think I have
think
to
so,
check
but that's
my video.
cute.
It's cute.
Vacuum insulated,
Yeah.
cold and hot.
$29. That's
that
cute.
might have to come here. Look, Jeremy says what happens at Universal stays at Universal.
Yeah, I read it. I'm actually I'm actually agreeing with that statement. So there you go. A few items. We definitely have to go and check it out. All right, so this is it for Universal. Now it's time to actually put the boxing glove and go against Disney. Ding, ding, ding. No.
Do I need to go away?
No, nothing bad about Disney. Check this out. So let's shift gears. So we know everything in Universal Studio is starting on November 12th. But Disney wanted to be Disney. Everything start, technically speaking, as of November 8th with the first Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party here on November 8th. That is on Tuesday, where you can see your Central family will be there on the first night.
Ooh, a lot of them got sold out.
So that's how Disney's celebrating the holidays. But all the festivities around the theme park in 3 out of the 4 theme parks will start on November 11. Actually, on November 11, that's when a lot of the things are happening in Disney. Universal's the 12th. Disney in the parks is gonna be the 11th. So, reason why I do this, I always want to check on how they're doing with their party sales. As you can see, we talk about this. November starting to look more and more sold out. I mean, this is the actual page. This is as latest news as we can get.
Which is a lot more than it was last week.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, because it's getting closer. And I'm telling you, so you see how you still have
the 22nd.
The 22nd finally got sold out.
Yeah.
Last week was the 18th.
That 20 will be next.
So I can guarantee you, when content creators go this night, and we put our videos on the 9th, on Wednesday the 9th, plus you have a media event on the 10th, and they put their video on the 11th, all of this, plus most of this will be sold out. Because that's how it's going to happen. That's how Disney play the game. It doesn't matter that those prices are ridiculous, but they get it. They'll get it sold out. So the problem that is happening nowadays with Disney is called, and I hate to sound like Bobby Paycheck, but the problem is there is a supply and demand. It's like gas. The more we complain, the more that we continue to, use it.
Right.
So the more we complain about Disney prices, the park continues to be so damn busy. Because they are busy.
Yeah.
It's like right now should be slow season.
Last week I went into work and literally the line, I don't know if I said it on the last show, but the line for Slinky was all the way wrapped around the corner going towards Little Mermaid and where
Disney Junior is.
Where Disney Junior is. That's how far Slinky was, and it was only 8 in the morning, like 8:30 in the morning. So it was insane. That line was bad.
So I mean, Disney has a product that everybody wants for whatever reason. So there you have it. A lot of the nights have been. I mean, 4 more nights since last week have been sold out.
Right.
So we'll see
It's
next
getting
week.
there. It'll get sold out. The whole thing will get sold out.
As of last week, Animal Kingdom was decorated already for Christmas. Well, and it makes sense. There's nothing going
On
on
over there.
right now in Animal Kingdom.
Yeah.
So it's easier for them to come and go. How do I have a dog over here? Harley. So this is basically the same decor that they use every single year, or for the last maybe 4 or 5 years now. It's super cute. If you've never been in Animal Kingdom, um, make sure you visit them. If
It's
not,
pretty for the holidays.
if not, just watch our videos. We'll be there eventually. Now, this is the first look at Anna and Elsa
We need
because
to
they
go.
were installed in Blizzard Beach. And just so you know, Blizzard Beach will be reopening on November 13th.
We should go.
And they actually put Anna and Elsa in the snowman, or all this little snow
The little snow.
babies over there. This is the kids area, rightfully so, you know.
I think we should make
But I
trip.
honestly think, look at Olaf.
It's
I'm
huge.
surprised that it took him this long.
This long. The whole Blizzard Beach should be ananas, I think.
Frozen, yeah,
There's a scary person back there.
bro.
Bro.
What are you doing?
I was waving hi. I was
Hi.
sitting all the way back and I was like,
Oh, Kalel, you haven't seen this.
yeah.
Did you see? No, you haven't seen this.
I sent you a TikTok.
Check this out.
He's sending your TikTok about it, Dad.
Kalel, this is the next must.
I want it right now.
Show him the other one. Show him the other one.
What other one?
The Super Nintendo one.
Super Nintendo.
That's not it.
I love
I
Super
don't remember.
That's a need. Look
That
at
is
him.
a need. We can
Thank
put it
you.
in the game room.
Hey, we can put it in the game room. Yep.
It's in my
Sorry, guys.
storage.
Miss Mary says, howdy, Kalel, since you were trying so hard to say hi.
I was. I stood there for like 5 minutes going,
5 minutes.
How were you saying hi? Dude, that is the weirdest hi that you can say to anybody. That's scary.
I'm a built-in NPC.
hmm
You what? A built-in NPC.
Mary says Josh is very cute too. So, Kalel, this is coming home this weekend.
It is.
Coming home. Coming home.
But how about your show?
So, anyways,
Whatever.
that's in Hollywood.
That's in
dude.
Hollywood.
Moving right along.
Bye.
Disney CEO Bob Chapek says park reservations, blah, 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 blah. Park reservation system is what?
Hearsay. Heresy. Heresy.
Heresy,
Heresy.
heresy to some fans. So anyway, there was a interview done to Chapek, and basically Chapek, he was just BSing. All that Chapek said is that reservations are a great contribution to the theme park because it's allowing the guests to enjoy their time in the park, like having a better quality of time in the park. That's what, in a nutshell. Don't quote me, but that's basically what he said. Some people were like calling him BS at that point because, like, yeah, whatever,
Calling him
dude.
BS.
Yeah, no, but people are hating Bobby Paycheck. I'm telling you. So, in other words, Disney park reservations is not going anywhere.
No.
Especially when the CEO is the one pushing it.
They can
So-
control their crowds better. Earlier on, I think.
Well, can they?
No, because it's still overcrowded. They haven't done anything.
So I'm gonna give credit where credit is due. So if you're from California, you probably heard me saying this comment where I show something from Fi-Fi from Mando, right? So I do watch everything that Mando does. I'm a fan of Mando. As a matter of fact, Mando happens to be here in Disney. We're supposed to meet up sometime tomorrow. And in his speculation Sunday, this past Sunday, this conversation came up. And he brought a good point though. And I agree with him. Where reservation system was on 2020 is completely different than what it is now. Yes, that's the kind of BS that Chapek is feeding to people, including the stakeholders, because he continues to say the same thing over and over. But think about it. He continues to, and I just said it earlier, that he continues to mention supply and demand. So if I have a reservation system and I make this product almost impossible to get, what do you think is going to happen? People are still going
to want it.
So isn't this Disney's way of, we're not longer going to have the busiest day on Fridays and Saturdays? And because now the parks are sold out on Fridays and Saturdays, but they're available Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday and Thursday. Isn't that Disney's way of balancing out things?
This.
So that way, because they're creating a supply and demand, now they are creating a supply and demand every single day.
Right.
So they maintain their
That's what I'm saying.
Business.
They're balancing out the week. So not one day gets hit harder than the rest of the week.
Right. So they have created so much supply and demand that right now you're not gonna find a slow day in Walt Disney World.
No.
Or anywhere.
Because the weekends are gonna get packed first. So then people are like, oh, guess so what's the next day I can go? Like,
I might as well go on Monday. I might as well go on Tuesday. You know what I mean? And it happened to us because when we were looking at I guess the first time after COVID, we looked at it, and the reservation is what it determines how everybody's trip at this point, because you have to look at the availability. Right. So for example, here's how crazy it is for so you understand. We want to go in January. So the first thing I told Karen, January 27 and 28 are gonna be the key days, because those are when they're celebrating the 100-year celebration and they're opening Mickey and Minnie's Runaway over there, blah, blah, blah. First of all, we need to make sure that it's available. Yeah. So, okay, it's available. All right. Now that it's available, Karen, before we even book any plane tickets, before we even book any hotel, we need to actually make reservations
for the park.
Before it gets sold out.
Right.
That's how this reservation system has pushed people to think.
Well, the people that are thinking ahead.
Right. I have to go ahead and make sure I have the reservation, pay the money so I could get to the park before I could even freaking find a flight. Right. That is insane. That's how powerful Disney has become, unfortunately, and they know it. And they're manipulating the whole system. But unfortunately, us as a customer, we're allowing it because we continue to visit. We continue to.
Oh, I can't go Saturday? Okay, what day can I go?
Exactly, fit into that supply and demand. So anyway, so that's basically his stand. Then last week it was announced the International Festival of the Arts, our favorite festival, is returning on January 13th all the way to February 20th. And this is the part that Mary hates, because she's like, every time I see Disney foodie guides, it's just like, I want to eat. I want to go there and eat. Yeah, but you know what? They're doing their trick. They know.
I feel like that's the
best.
But I feel like that's the festival that should last the longest, and it's one of the shortest.
Thank you. And it's so colorful.
There's so much art. Like you can do so many things. You can make that festival last forever, kind of. And we get the food and wine forever. Like food and wine. Like I didn't even go food and wine this year.
I know you haven't gone.
No, and there's no point in going. Like at this point, like.
And I only went once.
Right.
With kids, that was it.
You went the first day.
And that's it. I haven't been back.
Now the art festival, we make sure we go multiple times, and there's so much art and it's so pretty. So that one for me should be the longest festival.
Mary says every freaking time. They get her with the colors and the design.
Yeah.
You give me vibrant looking artistic food as a baker, I want to go. They're good at
Mary,
that.
that's the best festival.
That's the festival, man. And I know that you don't enjoy Disney as much as you do Universal, but as a person like you who enjoys the baking and the art, the artist of things.
Artistry of
Thank you.
Of food.
This is one of the festival that you should go. Like
Yeah.
if you have to go to any festival, I highly recommend you to do this one. And trust me, I'm not artistic at all. At all. But I love this festival. I could literally and it's perfect. The weather is perfect during this time. And this is the festival that we visit the most every single year. It's crazy. She said that she enjoys Disney. The problem is most time I've gone. I've been stuck at Magic Kingdom, and she loves Epcot. Yeah, you have to do Epcot during this festival.
Yeah,
it's different. Talking about price increase, Legacy lightsabers also increased. So check this out. A lot of them increased by $10. $10, and saw the writing on the wall. This one increased by $20.
But that's a double sword. That's a soak off.
So everything's gonna.
I mean, not for nothing, but that kind of took a little longer than I expected.
Right. So this is what they call the Legacy lightsaber. It's a replica of whatever lightsaber.
We have 1,000.
Yeah, we have like a few. Maybe 5 or 6 of them somewhere.
Which should be displayed in this room at some point.
Yeah, but we stopped buying because obviously look at those prices. I cannot afford to keep buying every single one of them. So yeah, this is like the kind of wrong hobby to be in. It's a very expensive one.
He got hit hard at the beginning.
Yeah, but anyway, Disney World announces testing for Walt Disney World Railroad, and I love this because I mean, this is one of the things that I miss the most. The most is in Magic Kingdom, this train over here. So, did you see this? How they announced it in TikTok?
No.
So that's how they announce it.
It's pretty cool.
How they're testing it. That's pretty good, right? Mary said, I am coming in January. If it goes well, I may have to make Epcot happen. I would. I don't think you're going to regret it. You're going to enjoy it, though. Oh, hold on, guys, because I got to stop this thing. There you go. Stop. All right. Moving right along. Karen, did you know the cast member decorated pumpkins in the Grand Floridian?
It's a contest every year.
Is it? I didn't know that. I learned it through our friend Andrea.
No, they do it every year.
That's kind of neat.
And all the lines of business usually do one.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. That's kind of cool that the cast member participate in things like this.
Of course.
Pretty cool, right? Look at that one. This is.
Oh, that's a good one.
Awesome.
See, that's the whole recreation team.
This was awesome right here. So.
Did that not get first place?
Who?
Did it get first place?
I don't know. Oh. I haven't read. I just want to display just to give cast member credit. Well, that's kind of cool. Sheena's in the house. Just passing by. Hello and smashing the like button. Thank you, Sheena. Thank you, man. Miss you. So this is kind of cool, though. I had no idea that they do this. So maybe next year we can check it out. So moving right along. Holiday decor, part of it.
I don't know where.
The little minimum.
Where?
This is in the is it Hollywood?
Not.
Yeah, the stars are. Just look it up. Yeah, I've seen it in videos. That's the only thing that they have.
Must be because I didn't even pay attention to that.
You don't look up.
No, I was looking in the front. I was looking in the main entrance to see if at least there was any decoration so I could take a picture and send it to you.
This is going.
I walked through there today. I walked through all those stores and I don't
recall.
It didn't stand out. Like, now watch me tomorrow go and look. I'm like, damn it.
Dang it! How did I miss it? Yeah. But it's been out for a few days.
I have not. I walked the park.
October 28th. It's been out.
I've walked 2 days already, and I have not noticed.
You haven't seen it
because I've been walking to see.
And there's some
on my break. I've been walking around.
Apparently, finding merchandise for content, and there's some Christmas lights.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's see where it says. I don't know. You look for them.
That looks like Tatooine, the area of Tatooine.
Well, you work there. You look for them. Make it a challenge.
See, I looked up there and see there's nothing there. I was like, they don't even have anything in the posts. But I've seen like that.
Did you see that Mickey up there?
I guess I've seen that Mickey up there.
He returned.
I saw him.
You didn't even know he returned.
I didn't even know he was missing.
Boy. Jeez. Look, the machines for the soap.
I am not the one in charge of remembering what's.
Nope. This is how it's supposed to look like, guys, by the way, every night.
You know what? Tomorrow I'm going to go take a picture of the line. And then next week, I'll take a picture of.
So, I mean, there's not much. There,
No, studios doesn't
very
have.
minimum. Also, on the studios.
I keep walking to try to see them, and I haven't seen them.
The characters returned to Toy Story Land for the first time since the pandemic.
I keep missing them.
Like, see, back on 2020, March 2020 was suspended the meet and greet.
I see the character greeters, like the ones that are waiting for them, but I haven't seen them. And you would think I would see them.
I know, and they actually returned Sunday. I've seen pictures of them around, so that's cool though. Returning back to normal. If you watch our video that we posted this morning, it was recorded last night. We make reference of this rare limited time Chip and Dale Tomorrowland meet and greet begins on Magic Kingdom, and they're wearing this Tomorrowland outfit.
Spacey.
This is basically completely out of the ordinary. The only reason why they're doing this is because I didn't put it. I didn't put that. There's a new popcorn bucket that came out with Mr. Toad, and the distribution is happening in their area of meet and greet, and that forced them to get out of that area. So they're using the opportunity until November 4th to do a meet and greet in Tomorrowland. So they actually dress them up like Tomorrowland. Space outfits, which is kind of cool. So in our video, we actually put you a little clip and pictures of it. Chino said, "Hey guys, if I hit the Powerball, pay for a Disney cruise for the cool kids and the follower that always are here showing support." Hey, bro, I hope so. I do hope that you hit the Powerball.
Yeah, hopefully, man.
Not for the cruise all of us, but it would be kind of cool for you to like. And for me to say, man, I know somebody who hit the Powerball, hush, hush, that would be cool.
And definitely use some of that money for a cruise.
Thank you so much for thinking of us and all the followers. That would be kind of cool. Imagine that. It's on Chino. Everybody gets a cruise on Chino. And let's do a cool case adventure group cruise.
I want to do one.
That'll be kind of cool. Then we get with a company, we plan certain activities for all of us. That would be
karaoke
dope.
Night.
That would be dope.
Not that I'm gonna sing.
But
maybe we'll dress up one night.
This is how Chip and Dale are looking nowadays.
They look very cute.
Very spacey.
I saw Chip and Dale today messing with kids. Like they would put the acorn, to give it to the kids, and when the kids go to grab it, they turn around and they start going no. And then they go back, and they just kept going like this.
That's cute. First look at new Fantasmic scenes coming to Disney Hollywood Studios. So yesterday and tonight, there was an employee preview. Whoever cast member got chosen, obviously it wasn't Karen. They got to invite one guest, I think.
No, you can invite 3.
3 guests.
The
3 guests.
you know, I'm not gonna go there.
Whatever your main gate.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go there. No, I think it was 3. Depending, because
3 guests.
some main gates have more.
So obviously, some of the people that went yesterday, they started sharing some of the clips. So there's some videos out there. We will be there on opening night tomorrow. So it doesn't mean, because remember, whatever they're showing to cast member and the guests, so up to a certain degree is like a soft opening.
Right.
So that doesn't mean that they did everything. Like
I'm sure they're
starting tomorrow.
They're doing technical rehearsals.
It's technical rehearsal,
Yeah.
yeah. So it's kind of cool to see this. Kind of cool to see one of the best shows in property returning, which it gets me freaking excited. So tomorrow, I cannot wait.
I love that show.
I
think we didn't go as much, but I love that show.
Well, anyway. Wow. Group cruise through which line? Royal Caribbean. I love Coco Cay. At this point, any good cruise.
I want to do it at some point. I want to try to see if we can do a Cool Case group cruise, and hopefully we'll be able to get a lot of
cruise. What?
12 days. I think
12 days away from our next cruise.
Is it 12 days?
Wow.
I haven't looked at it today.
12 days away from our next cruise. I cannot freaking wait. That's going to be a really cool cruise.
Oh, I lied. 11 days.
11 days. Time to start packing up.
I got to start packing.
And hopefully things will go smoothly.
11 days, 2 hours, 30 minutes, and 57 seconds.
It doesn't. Oh, hopefully
don't jinx us.
No
don't say anything.
Dies on us.
Don't jinx it.
None of that garbage. We need to just have an easy embarkation. And
I'm just excited for somebody to cook for me amazing meals for 4 nights. Or 3 nights.
Fair enough. That's fair enough.
That's all I want.
That's fair enough.
I don't want to cook.
But man, we're 11 days away.
I can't wait.
Wow. Then the next cruise is in March. For Kyla's birthday. Oh, shoot. You know what we didn't do? Huh? We didn't go back to Royal Caribbean.
Oh, crap.
Didn't we have reservations?
We had a hold.
We got a hold.
We don't have it anymore.
We might have lost that hold already.
I don't think we should go that soon.
I think that we should.
I think we need to give it a little bit so they can fix their kinks.
So what we're
that's a lot of money.
So what we're talking about, so you guys know,
the NRI, you know,
we put a hold on the newest ship for Royal Caribbean. For spring break of 2024. We had the opportunity to do the first sailing, but after watching so many videos and so many, because we do watch a lot of these YouTubers that do nothing but cruise line, a lot of them say the same thing. The first sailing, things are incomplete. They don't get the full experience. You get charged a lot of money for it, and you don't get the full experience. Then I started watching maybe the second or third sailing of a different YouTube channel, and it was kind of the same thing. So I told Karen, hey, listen, let a few go in front, and then let's be smart rather than pull the kids out of school, because this is a 7-day cruise. Let's go during spring break, the kids' spring break. So we went ahead and put our hold, but the hold was on to November 1st. And obviously we forgot. So what it used to be a hold is no longer held. So yeah, it was the icon.
Have you seen it? Oh my God. That looks amazing.
All right. So today, this is how late Disney sometimes works. We complain about Universal, but Disney doesn't change much.
Everybody was paying attention to the decorations.
Right. So Disney released their foodie guide for their actual party. It's gonna show you really brief over here. a bunch of new items. Check this out, Karen. Did you get to see them?
I did not.
So,
Although, is that a coffee or a milkshake?
so let's read it.
Let's read.
This is a sundae.
Yummy.
So vanilla cake, vanilla ice cream, strawberry topping, whipped cream, and Christmas sprinkles, and with a lock, shock, and barrel chocolate piece. So this is available November 8th during regular hour park, and then you get a sugar plum shake.
Ooh.
That will be this one.
That looks
so spiked sugar plum soft serve top with cherry syrup, whipped cream, and sprinkle.
Spiced sugar plum soft serve.
And this is only during the party. Casey's, as usual, is coming with a hot dog, and this is an all beef hot dog with cranberry mustard, savory stuffing funnel cake, and cheese curds.
Ooh, cheese curds.
And this is during regular park hours. And this is a Christmas tree cake.
Park hours and Mickey.
Right. No, well, yeah, I'm gonna say regular hours so that way, because everything's during Very Merry. But if I read park hours, that means you could buy it during park hours. The Christmas tree is a red velvet brownie cheesecake with eggnog buttercream and spiced caramel top with mini sugar Christmas lights.
That sounds delicious. Minus the sugar Christmas lights.
Then this is super cute. This is in Cool Whip. You are gonna be able to find
Cool Ship.
Cool Whip. Cool Ship. The polar.
I used to work in Cool Ship.
Polar bear claw, chocolate hazelnut pastry with white and dark chocolate.
That's a must.
And this is only during the party.
Oh, well, see, I don't like wasting time during the party.
I know. That's what Andrea was talking to me earlier, because she's not happy about it. Because then that means that we're gonna be making long lines just to buy food.
We're not. We're gonna buy one or two things, and then we're gonna keep going.
So the curry brat tots, they're topped with the brat. Okay,
bratwurst.
I can never
curry
say
ketchup
that word.
And apple slaw. That doesn't sound good at all.
So then you had that one. Then you had the Tinkerbell cream puff.
Cream puff and compressed, carrot cake topped with spiced cream cheese, icing, spiced walnuts, and chocolate wings. That sounds good.
And they're available both during the party. Then you got some tamale, fried pork tamale, which is in the which is in the Golden Oak Outpost. That's basically served with Christmas style. Okay. With red and green chili sauces and queso.
Like they make it with Christmas colors.
Okay. That's cute. I don't like tamale too much. That I'm not a fan of it. Chai caramel freeze.
Ooh.
I like chai.
Do you?
I do. Salted caramel freeze. I don't like caramel, but with chai spice whipped cream. So this one is available. This one is available during regular hours, and both of them, and the party. So you get a cinnamon roll, Mickey Mouse shaped cinnamon roll with that white icing.
That's not it.
Yeah.
No, that's the Christmas ornament.
Oh, my bad. Whoops. So that one they didn't put, but the ornament is a gingerbread mousse with crispy center and spiced almond cake with brownie crumble. That sounds good.
That sounds good.
This is available during the Christmas party, both of them.
During.
Just the party. And then this one is some pickles, right?
Pickles Bills. Tall Tale Inn.
You get a Texas sweet potato pie, baked sweet potato pie with marshmallow, merengue, and candied pecans. All that sounds and look delicious. So this one is a.
Oh, they didn't even put a picture of the text. Did they put a picture?
No, they didn't. So this is a peppermint hot fudge brownie sundae right here. That looks good. It's a peppermint ice cream hot fudge and candy cane pieces served on a brownie. This one is only for the party. So then you get a hot cocoa, hot cocoa with peppermint ice cream.
Ooh,
Right here, whipped cream
that
and
sounds
candy
good.
cane pieces.
Just for the party.
Just for the party. And then Sleepy Hollow. You got funnel cake with its with a peppermint ice cream. That sounds interesting.
M&M's, candies, and hot fudge. That sounds delicious.
It sounds delicious, but if they're gonna pull
but
the
it's
same
Sleepy Hollow, we're not going.
The stupid stunt. So just so you guys know, I think I said it in the video when we went to Mickey Mouse's Scary Halloween. These idiots in this restaurant, and I'm calling the managers idiots. I'm not calling a cast member. They only have one register open, and the line extended to almost an hour long. And it was the stupidest thing that you can imagine. I mean, Sleepy Hollow is one of the busiest location in Magic Kingdom, as it is. And then you will think, well, Carlos, maybe they were short-handed. No, they had like
20 people.
Like people were bumping on each other.
And that's a small area.
And they, instead of opening all the races, they had only one. That was the stupidest thing ever. And by the time that we left, it was about an hour. People were waiting there for an hour. So we did
45 minutes.
45 minutes. Yeah. We were waiting over an hour.
I round up.
So anyway, we read about that. Sandy Claus peppermint mousse.
White chocolate peppermint mousse with a chocolate fudge center, chocolate Santa hat, and Jack Skeleton face. That sounds delicious. And I like those dome mousses. They're usually pretty good.
Mm-hmm. They are.
Oh. What's that one?
They have
an apple cider float. Whoa.
Apple cider float. Apple cider top with scoop of vanilla ice cream and sprinkle.
That might not be bad.
With cinnamon.
If you like apple cider.
So all of these are during the party only.
At Sleepy Hollow. That makes a lot of sense. What? That's a Sunshine Tree Terrace.
And
that Once Upon a Christmas tart, chocolate and cranberry tart with chocolate Mickey ears. That Mickey ears is gonna be at Sunshine Tree Terrace. Just for the party.
Just for the party.
The churros as usual.
Then you got the churros with
various carts.
Well, mostly in front of the castle.
Oh, they have red velvet donut.
It's red velvet with green buttercream and holiday sprinkle decoration. That's something interesting. The churros last year, they were okay.
Churros are a hit and miss.
Yeah, this one is a cookie churro. Churros served with marshmallow cream, cookie crumbles, and Christmas.
Carla might want it, but since you said,
I'd rather go for this one.
Mm-hmm. That looks like good.
So you can expect a few food reviews. I don't know how many we're gonna be able to do because
I'd say we don't do a lot during the party. So I think we'll hit one or two, and then maybe go back another day and do the day side.
So when we go inside the park, we already know that we could buy the hot dog during regular park hours. So as soon we arrive, then we mobile order the hot dog. So there will be one there.
Right.
And then
but that we're gonna get there kind of like tight on time because Carol doesn't get off till 4:20.
These kids are always messing up everything.
See, Andy and Anna says she thinks we should go later. They think they should go later on the cruise because the first few sailings are half A's.
Yeah, they are. Yeah,
and they're not.
They are, but we're talking about they start. So there's only one sailing
in January. The 27th, the last week.
Then there's like I think 3 or 4 in February. And then you got
the March ones.
I think you have one in March before ours. Well,
the one that we're trying.
What it used to be ours. It never was ours because we just held it.
We were holding
no deposit.
It's okay.
So
I'm planning another epic one for next year anyway.
So that's a waste of an hour standing. Oh yeah, tell me about it. It was.
We made that we made that mistake kind of during the Halloween party.
Mickey knows a scary Halloween.
Was a disappointment for us, at least for the first night. Again, everything first night. It's really, first night's rehearsal. No matter what you do, first night's rehearsal. So going in that you're probably not gonna get the best, but sometimes it doesn't go anywhere near even good. Like
there were so many screw ups.
Yeah. So
you know, like I'm happy when people say, "Hey, I had a great time." Group. I mean, some at least they did.
and you really have to choose when
big
you go to these
screw up.
parties. They have so much stuff going on. You really have to choose what you want to do. Are you gonna go eat? Are you gonna go do rides? Are you gonna go do event like the entertainment that they have? Like you have like they make you choose what you really want to do.
Or you're gonna be drinking hot cocoa and eating cookies.
Cookies, which is not bad.
There you go.
I'm cool with that.
Jingle Cruise returns to Magic Kingdom today. So, in case you guys didn't know, the normal Jungle Cruise during the holidays become the Jingle Cruise. So basically, all the jokes turn to be like holiday jokes.
They get an overlay.
They get overlay. So starting in the queue line, you're gonna see a lot of decoration or a lot of notes that they refer to like the holidays and throughout the actual cruise.
Have we done it?
Jingle Cruise? Yeah, we haven't done it in years.
In years.
Real talk, I've never been a fan of Jungle Cruise. I don't find it funny. I find it kind of like monotone.
I think it really depends on the driver, on the skipper. Yeah.
I've never been a fan, so I avoid it. Once in a while,
it's always busy though.
I probably ride it maybe once a year to see if it changes. But
if it changes your opinion.
Yeah.
And yes.
Yeah. Didn't it rain? Yeah. Yes, it did rain too. So everything on that night got screwed up. We started with a long line. Well, it started with cast members being rude to us at the Emporium.
I don't deal well when cast members are rude because most of you guys know I am a cast member. So I've been a cast member for 20 years. So I've been brainwashed on how to treat guests.
Yes, yeah.
So when I see rude cast members, that just ruins my entire night.
So they were rude toward us. The things were these. A lot of the things that night were disorganized. So, I mean, I was like, yeah, it's the first night, whatever. But then you go to the Emporium, things are disorganized. Then
Emporium is horrible to begin with.
One cast member tell you one thing, the other one tells you the other. Then people they were rude. Guests were rude. Guests try to pick up arguments with us. I don't know where. Then we go to.
I almost became a Karen, an actual Karen.
Yeah, we go to Casey's, and it's completely disorganized. And then we're getting yelled by the cast member and management about, and they have a mess. And then the way that they want us to just go and get into the line is completely against the exit of the line. And we're like, hey, how is people gonna exit? No, you got to open space. How are we going to open space? So it was a whole fiasco. Excuse me.
Yeah, it wasn't the best.
Then we go and do the line in Sleepy Hollow. Another fiasco. Excuse me, my language. So it's like one thing after the next. So then it rained. So instead of Disney making a decision right away, they held on. And it wasn't until the last minute. They're like, well, we're not going to have the show. And we're like, shouldn't you just make that decision earlier? So because they delay on their decision making, then we couldn't do some other things that we wanted to do. So it was a whole thing. So yeah, it was a hot mess.
It was a hot mess. Yeah, it was a hot mess.
It was a hot mess.
Tell the Karen story. It just... No, because my name's Karen. Like, I almost became an actual Karen when we were at the Emporium because cast members they were just being rude. And then, if you guys see the Emporium is a big store, but it's the most uncomfortable store on property, I think. Like, it doesn't matter where you go, you feel claustrophobic because there's so many people. And then they picked the smallest section ever to put out the Halloween. And then they put it like almost in the middle of the store. Put it in a corner. Like, you have plenty of space to put that stuff in the corner. But the cast members were being rude, and like, I don't take well to that. So, and then I was getting like the cast members being rude. the guest behind me was starting to pick up an attitude with me. So I said something
because they thought that
we were skipping.
They were
skipping the line. When I've been in the line and letting people go through to not hold the line. I was doing the right thing. Like, I know I was waiting for Carlos, who was talking.
I know
he was talking.
I know what happened. So I don't know if you guys follow Ordinary's Adventures. So I follow Ordinary Adventures on YouTube. So I was introducing myself and having a conversation. So I had not realized that it was our turn to go into the section where all the specialty merchandise for the party,
which was like
yeah. So you have to make just a huge line to just go to that section. So we made it. So Karen tells the cast member, like, listen, my husband is over there, but he's talking to people, and he was okay. Just wait over here.
No, I actually said, can I step to the side and we just let people keep going in so we don't hold the line until they come back to me. And he's like, yeah, that makes sense. As a cast member that works for Disney, we know just push them to the side, not push them, but put them on the side and just let people keep coming through until your part is all together. So finally, my party got there. Carlos and the kids got there. So I was like, hey, everybody's here. So we were gonna go next. The cast member that came out of nowhere said, no, you're not next. And I was like, no, I am next. I've been in line. I've been letting people through. And she's like, no, you're not next. And then the lady behind me was like, no, we're next, because we were right behind the people that just went through. And then the cast member was like, well, since we don't know who was next, we're just going to let the whole group come by. I was like, we know who was next. If you stop yelling and pay attention to what I'm saying, we could get this under control. So then I turned around and I told the lady, hey, this is what happened. I was letting people through because my husband was on the side and he wasn't here yet. But I was letting people through. He's here now. And the guest behind me was all like, oh, I didn't know that. And I looked at it. I was like, well, maybe you should think before you start, before you start saying things. But then the cast member was all bent out of shape and making a big deal about it, where I almost went up to the manager and I almost complained. And I went up to the cast member. I was like, you're being completely rude, like, at this point. So, and then I don't like it's important. Like, people are on top of people the whole time. Like, it's insane.
Yeah. And it happened to us last night. Last night I was annoyed as hell. Yeah. And people are rude.
People are being rude. Like, people
I'll be
like,
honest with you. Like, people are being extremely rude. They have zero consideration to others. They don't care.
And I was wearing my little book bag, and like that, so many people just kept pushing my book bag everywhere that I was so annoyed. Like, yesterday. Like, it was insane. Like, people give people space and just walk. Like, you don't have to be on top of everybody. Like,
let me put it to you this way. Yesterday, videos got so bad and out of control because people being rude that when I went with Kalo to record the Disney Spring video, because Disney Spring World of Disney was completely different. It was, we had the space.
I'm sure.
It wasn't. It was more.
I'm sure you got a better video today than you did we did yesterday.
So we actually missed 3 or 4 items that was there last night because people were being so rude and it got so overcrowded that I ended up saying, heck it, I'm not recording that. And then today I was like, well, this was in the Emporium last night, but I hadn't, didn't have the opportunity. Here you go. And then kind of like went over. That was the other reason why I wanted to go to Disney Spring, because I feel like yesterday I wasn't enjoying. I hate when I record a video and I don't enjoy it.
Right.
So it got to the point that I was excited, but at one point I wanted to get
the excitement leads when you go into the Emporium.
And people were so rude.
And at one point, Kalo started getting like a little of an anxiety attack, but he snapped out of it. Yesterday, he snapped out of it pretty fast. Kyla and I stayed back, and we were literally kept getting pushed back and back into a corner where Kyla just turned around. Her eyes were like water, and she's like, I need to get out of here right now, Mom. So I had to literally take her out of the store so she could breathe, because she couldn't even breathe anymore at that point.
Yeah. It was out of control. And I think the Emporium is at the point that I wish that I told Ken this last time. I wish they would control it like the same way that when COVID was.
Yeah,
like,
that store needs to get
like
control.
make the line outside, and then we're gonna let some people in.
People need to leave before we let other people out.
They had to control those doors. It was insane.
And we did it. And we did it during the fireworks. So it shouldn't have been that bad. And at the beginning, it wasn't bad. But obviously, as the end of the fireworks, and when the fireworks ended, it was horrible. Like, it was horrible, horrible, horrible.
So that's what happened. You know, I was trying to meet Ordinary Adventure, you know, Peter and Ketra, because I had the opportunity, and we engaged in a nice conversation. But I did not realize,
30 minutes later,
because the line was moving, but the line was moving slow though.
Not when you were up there.
I know, but the line before, to be fair to me, the line was moving slow.
Right.
So I apparently started moving faster when I started having conversation. So that's how it happened. But I mean, those are things that you cannot control. I'm glad you watched.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
I like Peter and Kat. They're really nice people. Sadly, consideration is out the door. Entitlement is so ridiculous nowadays, whether at the theme park or not.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. It doesn't. At this point, it doesn't really matter where you go, whether you're in the theme park or not.
Some people need to learn what personal space is, and I tell you what.
You know,
I was the happiest when the whole 3 feet was going on, or 6 feet. I was that was when I enjoyed the theme park. I know people think that was ridiculous, but I am the type of person that, believe it or not, even these being so close to Karen for so long, it bothers me.
Right.
Like I sometimes I sit over here and I'm like, man, I gotta figure it out how I'm gonna make this camera not shut off on us, because if I could use that lens, which is pretty wide, then we could actually sit in our regular spot and you guys can see us, because what happens is then that she has to
I'm in and out of the frame,
come this way. and it gets to the point that for me, not because it's Karen, that happened with Karen, who's my wife. Imagine people that I don't know. I don't like people being close to me, especially if I don't know you.
I just think it's funny that I not funny, but I thought with the pandemic that we would have learned personal space.
No.
And it seems like it got worse.
It came back with a vengeance.
Like,
he came back like, you know what? You kept me separated on your neck. I'm gonna kiss you in your neck if I have to, just like that.
It's like people, we like a year ago, 2 years ago, we needed space between us. Why makes you think that I don't want that space now? Like,
if people will sneeze, the whole world will panic. Now people don't even cover their mouth.
Yeah.
They're like, that's you.
Yeah, and you're like,
in your face, thanks. Like that. I'm like, good Lord. So I feel like some of that should have stayed.
It should have stayed.
Because, and I get it, theme parks are trying to push as many people as they can to just move them faster in line. But as people that go to theme parks so much, it just gets annoying.
Something should have stayed as a best practice.
Yeah, they should have kept sanitizer all over the parks. They should have kept cleaning stuff. They at
least the 3 feet distance.
They should have kept that 3 feet distance.
And then in stores, they should have done it.
Not stay, enforce it. Because
no, they're not. They're pushing people through, like, which was another thing that I was getting annoyed on that day. But anyway,
that's their sad reality, I think. But something came up today from Disney. Disney said beginning November 14th for sailings departing the United States, Disney Cruise Line will no longer require guests, regardless of vaccination status, to provide proof of negative COVID-19 test prior to sailing. Disney Cruise Line continues to highly recommend that all guests are fully vaccinated and encourages unvaccinated guests to take COVID-19 tests 2 days prior to sailing. So now Disney is the last of the giants of cruises to join this. So the Carnival already doing this. Royal is already doing this. A few other, I think Virgin is already doing this. So now Disney is joining everybody else. So now they don't have that many people. Somebody can be positive for COVID and go there. But you know what? The way that they manage this on cruises, they're always done it this way. If you feel symptoms and they discover you, they actually put you in quarantine.
Yeah.
And this is prior to pandemic.
Yeah.
So they they tell you that, and the minute that you start asking, "Hey, can I get medication?" or they
Yeah.
discover you have certain medication, they question you because that we have witnessed that before. Then we done how many cruises we done? We said one time 14, 15, 16
Yeah,
cruises. I
something
don't
like
even know. I lost count. I know we're gonna do our 5th Disney cruise.
And I think with this one we hit every single one of them.
Every single
fleet. Like every single ship.
Of the Disney fleet. There you go. Karen has done her research. So
we move a level after this cruise.
We've been cruising for a while, so we have witnessed so many things in cruising days. So this I'm okay with this, you know. COVID is whatever.
COVID's here to stay, like, so we just need to learn how to deal with it.
You know, now it's actually not even COVID is not the concern. Here in Orlando, the main concern right now is the flu. The flu is coming and it's coming super strong.
It said, "Oh, pandemic."
Yeah,
COVID.
And it actually was in the news and it's starting. Yeah, even Kyla is not feeling 100% right. Yeah. She said that a lot of the other students are complaining. But they're coming with a strong symptom, and it's not COVID related. It's actually flu symptom.
Right.
So flu, COVID, whatever.
They're here to stay. We just need to manage it.
Step through. They're all out there right now. We wear masks only inside the waiting queues. I'm not trying to catch someone's germs. I'm still pack hand sanitizer. People were coughing and sneezing. It was gross. Yeah, it's true. I mean,
yeah, I still carry that.
Honestly, you do what you gotta do
to feel comfortable. Yeah, I carry sanitizer
and all that, and we do have to carry like wipes.
I have wipes.
Because we used to have a lot of wipes. Okay, we need to carry with us because
need to get back to using.
Yeah, but I feel you have to do what makes you the happiest. You know what I mean?
Makes you feel comfortable. And yes, you're right. Like there's people are coughing and sneezing everywhere.
So you can do a fleet breakdown and tell us the best. Oh my god, that's gonna be hard.
That's kind of what I want to do, and we want to do the Royal again. We did Royal when Kyla was 6 months and she's 14.
But she means. Well, yeah, but she means the fleet breakdown on Disney.
On Disney?
It's going to be hard, I'll tell you why. Because the first cruise that we did, Kyla was probably 3 or 4 years old.
She was tiny.
And then we did another. So Kyla has done 2, 3. No, Kyla did 2 Disney cruises before Kaleo was born. And then Kaleo and Kyla did a third one, in which that one is almost 10 or 11 years ago.
Yeah, it's been a while. I'm up for trying them all again.
So I will have to look at the fleet, like, you know, whether it's the Wonder or whatever, and look at it and see what I can remember. Because at this point, it's been so long that I don't even have videos or none of that. Maybe some pictures here and there. That's it. So
we should at some point we probably have to try to do them all again, just so we can have it, you know, so we can compare them and tell the guests which one, or our clients which one.
I'm trying to remember because the last one that we did, and maybe once if I have it listed, I can tell you I like this one better, and the reason why. The one that I remember the most is the one that we did. This time, like I said, maybe 9-10 years ago. The reason being is because I like how everything was set up, you know, where the Oceaneer Club was, and you know the locations of everything I like. So we'll have to actually pull our profile and identify what fleet was that one, so I can tell you, hey, this one I like because of this, and that. So when we go on the Wish, it will be easier to compare now to the Dream, because the Dream we did sometime this year in April, May, something like that. So it will be completely easier to compare because it happened. Yeah, and it happened soon, but the other three,
Yeah, I don't remember.
2 or 3,
To be
it's
honest.
been so many years because we stopped cruising with Disney simply because um, we started cruising with family members, and family members they couldn't afford the Disney pricing. Like when we do Disney's because we get cast member discount, but when we've cruised with the family, then they had to pay.
Because some of our family members like the casino, and Disney doesn't
Right,
have
and
it.
Disney doesn't have
Yeah.
it. So, um, with that said, then we stopped cruising with Disney, and then we tried Royal. We didn't enjoy
Royal, we did when Kyla was 6 months. That was the first one.
and then from that point we did Carnival.
Right.
And then we can talk to you about Carnival endlessly. Like we can tell you never do a Carnival for 3 days or 4 days because those are like the party cruises.
Yeah, those are the party.
Never take a 3 or 4 day cruise from Miami because
even more party.
Don't do it during spring break because then you're in trouble.
You won't. You won't enjoy it. You're not gonna enjoy it.
I mean, we could go as far as telling you they got to the point that remember when Carnival it had on the top floor, let's say around here, actually it was in the back. The top floor over here used to be a topless deck.
Yes.
We go back to that point.
Yeah.
So
yeah, they used to have
a lot of people. People don't know that.
Don't remember that.
A lot of people.
Carnival had that topless deck.
The Carnival
not anymore.
Used to have a topless deck, and how we discovered it was it was by mistake. So, and it wasn't me that discovered it. It was Karen and my sister. Funny story. So I tell the girls to, I think we were gonna get ice cream and whatever in the little day.
I think it was the first day we were walking around. I think we were exploring the ship.
No, and then we say, okay, meet me in the room because I'm gonna go to the room. Usually when I go on a cruise, I want to rest. I get tired. She gets annoying as hell at me because I'm totally the opposite. I don't want to be in the room. I don't want to be out. I want to rest. I want to decompress, right? So I told the girls, do your thing if you can, because they wanted ice cream. But can you bring me something? I can't remember what it was. And then I told them how to get there. But telling my sister and Karen how to get to a location and they don't have a GPS. I mean, think of like this. If they would know that they are in the cruise, right? They could legit keep walking, because that's how they will be. They are awful following instructions, right? And so is my mom and all that. They cannot follow directions. So I told them, I say, go to this location. This is where you can find it. Somehow, some way, my sister and Karen get lost.
We were just exploring the ship.
And they get lost and they don't pay attention. Yes, you got lost. As I remember, you guys told me that. I don't even remember how we ended over there. And they ended up on the topless.
Or how to get back there.
They're like, what in the world is going on over here? So they finally get out of the topless deck area. They make it to the room.
Laughing.
And I'm like, what is wrong with both of you? And they're like, you're not going to believe what happened to us. So they tell me the story. So typical me, go like, nah, there's no way that number one, you got lost because you were there. Like, this is me. Like, let's picture this. If you follow the mouse. Let's say they were here, right? We were here and I told them, listen, go to the other red funnel over here. That's where you're going to find the peaks or whatever. That's exactly what I did. Go from here to here. How the hell you ended up on the top? Lost. And so I thought they were pulling my leg. I thought they were joking. No, seriously, there's a topless deck in here. I'm like, nah. I was like, you know what?
Stop. Take me.
Take me there. You're BSing me. You want to basically, because I knew that Karen was annoying because I wanted to be in the room. And I said, you just want to pull me out of here. If you're so confident, take me. So asking once again somebody who doesn't follow direction or doesn't follow direction, my bad, doesn't get lost easily, that needs a GPS to take me. Instead of taking me over here, she's taking me over here. I'm like, what are you talking about? See, you just, and and now I'm arguing with her, my sister. I'm like, if you wanted me out of the room instead of lying to me, why don't you tell me? So the three of us started having an argument. The two of them are laughing. We're not lying to you, we swear. So it's like, you know what? Let me look. And then I walked to the other side with them. And then we realized that towards the back, there's a set of stairs and it says, guests over the age of 18 only are allowed in this area.
And it had a black.
It was
like that. It was that whole floor was covered with like a black, whatever.
Yeah, it was covered. They made it on a way that you already automatically knew that you were in a different area.
Part, yeah.
And it had a warning sign that would tell you like, hey, you're about to step into a location that you need to be aware of what's coming.
Right.
So the funniest part is that neither my sister or Karen realized that those signs were there. They just kept walking. I said, how the hell you did not see those signs? So we go up there.
I was old enough.
And no, how did you well, I know. But I'm like, how did you realize that those signs were not there?
We don't read. We're on vacation. Come on now.
So we finally make it up here, which that's what it was. And all of a sudden, I started to see things that I'm still having difficulty wanting to erase from my head.
You wanted to see
I
it.
was like, what in the world is this? And I was like, all right, take me out of here. I was like, this is insane.
We didn't say you were going to enjoy it. We just said that there was a floor there.
I could not believe that a Carnival cruise, a family cruise, had a topless deck floor in their cruise. But that no longer exists, by the way.
No, it's not there anymore.
But a lot of people, even the newest, you could watch any YouTuber right now. They've had hundreds of thousands of followers or subscribers right now. I can guarantee you that they don't even know that Carnival used to have those. That's how long ago we used to
cruising forever.
Cruise. And then there was an island too that they will warn you, like if you
there was a section that was topless.
Right. Number one, and I can't remember what island. Number one, take a tour with the ship. Number two, if you're not and you're planning to go to the beach, do not go, let's say, to this section.
Right. There's a topless section on the beach.
So what do?
Go over there.
Because we have to find
watch it. We have to
local stores so we can find cheaper items, and all of a sudden we ended up in
You're fine.
Never mind.
You're fine. You're alive. You're
so anyways, yes, there's a big surge. Yeah, the flu.
Yeah.
It's been lingering for a week. It's over here. I've only done one cruise, Freedom on Royal. I want to take my boys next time, but a bigger ship with more activities.
Yeah, I've been learning about Royal. There's so many. All the newer ships have so many different things.
Get with us. We're travel agents. We gladly will help you.
We're learning.
Planning your next
but we
cruise.
can definitely look into it.
If I do Disney, I can only afford one. So here's the problem with Disney. You're right. You may, and I hope not, I don't mean it in a disrespectful way. The problem with Disney is that it's so expensive, but when you go, you don't want to go to anywhere else.
Yeah.
The service in Disney is beyond.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Beyond or over any other cruise.
Any other cruise. And if you know old Disney and you thought the service was not now because of service. But old Disney, when the service was up here, the cruise line's like way, 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 way higher.
Yeah.
So
once you meet the service of Disney, you're like, I don't want to go. Yeah. I don't want to go back to any. Carnival had the poop cruise. I've been scared to go to Carnival just because of that. Carnival is a great cruise.
It's actually Kyla's
The
favorite.
boat cruise. I'm sorry, the boat cruise. They no, they no longer have. I'm talking. I don't know about any theme cruise because I know that they do theme cruise. All cruises have theme cruises, by the way. It could be as whatever a single cruise. It could be a swing cruise. It could be
Right.
every single line has them but Disney. Okay. Um, the the topless deck no longer exists. No longer exists.
And
They removed that about 8-10 years ago.
Carnival is a really like we love Carnival. Like we'll go to Carnival any day. Like the one and only time we've been in Royal, we were very disappointed. So that's why it's taking us this long. Plus, obviously, it's a lot more. It's a more expensive than Carnival. Carnival, it's the less expensive out of all the cruise line. But if you go on one of the bigger ships and the longer cruise days, then I think you would really enjoy it. And they have a lot of stuff to do too.
Yeah.
Now when you go to the short cruises that Carlos said, that's when you're gonna get the party one. So you're gonna get the bachelorettes, the bachelor party. You know, like the college students that are
right.
You know, like it is the party ship.
It's very inexpensive.
But if you go to the longer ones, then you're hitting more towards like the family aspect, and the longer ones, I think you would enjoy it.
And believe it or not, Kyla likes Carnival.
Kyla loves Carnival
more than sometimes Disney, and it's not because Disney is a bad cruise ship for her age. It's that she feels like Carnival caters more towards the family per se, and they do more of a fun activities that they do in any other cruise. So what we said to her is like, okay, pick a cruise for your quince, and she actually said, I want to go on a Carnival cruise. I said, okay, which one? So she selected the Mardi Gras, and reason being is because that's the one that has a roller coaster on the top.
It's the newest ship.
So
out of the fleet,
and the largest for now until this month. At the end of this month, they have a new one. So Kyla decided to go on that one. So okay, we're gonna go. The whole family is going in. That's what she wanted for her quince, and she's super excited to go on a Carnival cruise. But we already told Kyla and Kalel we're gonna start venturing to other cruises such as Royal because we have to be able to compare them. It's been a while since that. I mean, hello, Kyla was 6 months old when we went on Royal.
And the Royal has so many things now that I want to go.
So I want to experience it, but I want to experience the larger cruise, the mid-ship cruise. So we're looking into multiple options because we love cruising.
And yes, Mary, we are old.
Well, when you go to those little decks or topless deck, you're not gonna see the most attractive people either. You know, and I respect everybody, and I don't trust me. I'm not hating on anybody, but you know what? That's what they have that area,
right?
So technically speaking, I was the one who was disrupting their area. But in my opinion, I was like, whoa, please put something on. So we just walked around and left. That only happened one time because then we
didn't go back.
We became very aware of the area, but
we wanted to be respectful too, you know.
Right.
Even when we were younger, we like to respect people.
Yeah,
right?
We were young though.
We were in the 20s.
We were in the 20s. Yeah. This is even before Kyle and Khalil was.
That was when we were. Yeah, that's after after we got married.
Yeah.
Like, so we were very respectful people. So I mean, that was a topless area. We went, we looked at it, you know, we saw it, and then that was the curiosity was there. We looked at it, and that was it.
Yeah, well, that's a given. Look at Euro with the new beach. Well, we have him here in Florida. Miami has a few of those. I mean, Coco, Daytona has a few of those. So there's a whole community here in Kissimmee as well. It's just that, you know what, there's some people that look better with clothes on.
Leave them alone.
Me included. The private island Royal was my favorite thing. Yes. Yeah, it's beautiful.
It's beautiful. Yeah,
Coco Cay is beautiful. That's probably
perfect.
Well, now they call it perfect.
Yeah, I know.
Back in the days,
Coco
it was just Coco K, and I have
And
shirts to prove it.
And I think they're getting, I don't know if it's them, but I think they're getting a second private island. Or is it Disney? I think it's Disney. Somebody's getting
Disney.
A second private island. Yeah,
I mean,
it's Disney. Yeah.
Back when we did Royal, it was just Coco K in that water park. Wasn't
Right.
even there. That's how
But
long ago we did.
Yeah,
it.
the royal fleets. They have the rock climbing. They have the surfing. Some of them have go karts. They have. It just depends on which one you want to go. Like they have so many activities there now that it's insane. The zip lining, like they have a lot.
Mm-hmm. West Coast have a few too. Yeah.
Yeah, they're those communities are everywhere.
Yeah, what I'm trying to say is that what the funny part is that how the heck will Karen and my sister get lost? That's,
we I think we said we're gonna go look at the ship
because it wasn't okay. So it wasn't like
because I think we saw that black banner or whatever it is to cover, and we're like, I wonder what that is. So we went.
But it wasn't like I told them go over here, and then they walked that way. It was totally the opposite. We were in this area, and I told them go over here. So when
that lets you know that even back then we don't listen to you.
Exactly. So when they told me,
nothing's changed,
and we finally found the area, which honestly it was on the top towards the back, and I was like, "How the hell you ended up going up there when I told you it was over here?" I think I was more traumatized at how they get lost, than what I actually saw.
You're fine. You're still here.
Juan Antonio said, "What did you say about Thompson?"
No, all our way back came way later.
The topless area. Carnival used to have topless area. Coco K is getting an additional area for adults that overlooks the island. That's what I heard. That's what I got. Coco K is beautiful.
Beautiful, yeah.
Coco K is
just like Castaway. I remember all those islands are
out of the whole trip of Royal. That was my favorite part was just Coco K.
Coco K.
Karen, I'm right there with you on direction though. GPS is necessary for me. So for Karen, I'm surprised.
Every day. I use the GPS
I'm surprised
every
she doesn't even get lost going to the room.
Well, I mean.
To that extent.
Well, I mean. I follow the breadcrumbs. I follow Lexi.
She uses GPS every day
to go to work and come back.
Same route.
Not because I don't know where I'm going, for the traffic. But I do it more for the traffic because it literally I live 35 minutes away, and it's taking me over an hour both ways. So I use it to make sure that I'm trying to get here the quickest as I can, or to work.
And then I don't use it, and sometimes I ended up getting stuck in nasty.
Yeah.
Because I don't use it.
To the point where my kids every now and then say, why do you always use the, especially to me, why do you always use the GPS? And I was like, so we know if there's traffic. And that same day, Carlos and I were both in different cars coming out of Disney. I followed my GPS and it sent me one way and he went straight into the traffic. I got home like half an hour or 45 minutes before he got home.
That's true though.
Yeah. And then I told Kyla, because Kyla went with him. I was like, see, always use GPS.
That's true. In Karen's defense, I think it's easy to get turned backward if you get an elevator on the wrong side of the ship. That's true, though.
Yeah,
that's true. But on Karen, not favor aspect, we were on the little deck.
It's funny because sometimes I'm like, yeah, I'll go back to the, especially at the earlier days in the cruise. I was like, yeah, I'll go back to the room and grab whatever. I always get lost.
She always gets lost. Doesn't for the first day.
I'm always like, oh yeah, let me go get whatever somebody forgot. I was like, yeah, I'll go get it, no worries. And then I'm like, oh crap. Where am I supposed to?
Or I'm in the room because I'm just showing you what truly happens behind the scenes. So I'm on the room, and then I hear the door, and then the three of them arguing because I told you didn't want to listen, and then they're all arguing because they got lost. And
at this point, if I don't have a GPS, I'll take Khalil with me because after Carlos is the next GPS in the house.
Facts.
Yeah, the youngest in the house can get me everywhere.
Facts.
It's okay.
Just say your purposely getting yourself lost so you know where
That's
everything.
usually what I say. Because then, but like, you took forever. I said, yeah, I was just exploring the ship. But by now they know that it's not me exploring.
But we all usually explore the ship. Like
I go into detail, like depth detail, when I get lost. I mean, when I'm exploring the ship.
now that the kids are older, then we all walk and then we show them
Where to go.
Yeah.
Oh, Carlos shows.
And then we show them basically how to find the midsection, so that way they know if they ever get lost,
just find the ice cream.
that, or find a way to the little deck, so that way they know kind of like how. Okay, now how do I go from?
So they can centralize themselves.
But who got lost this time?
Kyla got lost a couple. No, this trip nobody. Last trip nobody got lost. The trip before Kyla got lost.
She went downstairs.
She went downstairs instead of.
So, talking about that funny story.
Our last one.
Our last story for the night. So we were gonna have dinner. Okay. So our room, you will legit walk, go to the middle section, and go upstairs, and you will be in the restaurant. Don't ask me how. Kyla ended up going downstairs.
We're not talking about you.
And we're waiting and waiting.
I started to get worried.
Karen is panicking. Where's Kyla? Where's Kyla? I'm like, I don't know. She was right behind me.
That was the most traumatic thing for me.
How the heck?
I think it was like the first time we were like, yeah, she's old enough. She can go on her own and come back. Big mistake.
No, I went. I'm pretty sure I went to the room.
You did.
And I kept going upstairs.
No, you went downstairs.
I went down. I just know I kept going down.
And all you had to go is upstairs. One, you just go upstairs and it was there. I mean, we were just there.
She came back crying.
So you go. So you legit go this way and turn, and we were there. And she ended up going down and got lost. I'm like.
And she finally found us and started crying. She was crying.
That was the most traumatic moment ever.
And I thought that I had enough dealing with Karen and her getting lost.
I have to give her something.
Wow.
So I gotta watch YouTube videos, study the layout, find the rooms, all this good stuff before leaving my house. I do that too.
Yeah.
That's how I become very familiarized. And
we'll wing it.
And in that aspect, Kalel is like me. So like when we'll go to a cruise, Kalel and I start looking at the maps. Kalel is better than me. Kalel's like, Dad, do you know that in Florida, blah, 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 you can find this, and that? I'm like, no, I didn't know.
I'm going for the little deck. The ice cream. That's the only place I'm.
So
yeah, Kyla just needs to.
Mary says, "Hey, Kyla."
I miss Mary.
So but Kalel is the one who goes into the details, and he'll say, "Here's what you can find on the 5th floor." Blah 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 blah.
He gets us around.
He will not watch anything up front, but when he gets there, he just looks at it, studies it, and then he just tells.
He's got what is it? No, like that mind where you when you see something and it sticks in your head.
He
photographic memory.
He does.
Yeah,
he does, and then I study it, and then I go there and say,
I don't attend to study or anything. I just let the boys take me.
These two just wing it.
We wing it, whatever. We'll get there.
So that's.
Kara and I have gone a lot to shows and stuff. We go the opposite way, and then we have to turn around. But we get there.
They drive me bonkers.
We get there.
How do we get there?
We got there.
We were just there. What do you mean? How do we get there?
What do you mean?
You guys.
I get lost in this house.
Yeah. Fact. All right, family. But this is gonna be it for us because we gotta move on.
We've kept you long enough.
Yeah. It's been 2 hours and 23 minutes. So
as you can tell, we can talk forever on cruises. Like we can literally do it.
We can talk cruises anytime.
That's my forte. Like that's my happy place.
So next Monday we'll be back with another I even forgot the name of this live stream. Theme park news live stream. So we're gonna talk about more theme park news on Monday, same time at 8:00. So yeah, we'll only a few more days, and then we'll talk. Who knows? We'll bring more cruises topics, and
because then the following Monday we'll probably do a live from the cruise, and then because that's the same day.
That's the day we leave.
We leave. So you might get a live
Or you go rewatch it,
Yeah.
you know, because the live is gonna be
It's gonna be
earlier.
early, yeah.
So you go rewatch it later on. So, damn, that close. All right. So thank you so much for joining us. Don't forget to just subscribe, smash the like button if you haven't done so. Share our videos with your families and friends, and we'll see you in the next one.
Thanks, guys.
Bye bye. We love you. Have a good night, everybody.
Good night.
And a good week as well.